Okay, welcome everyone to this live online meditation about making clear choices. My intent is to take this choice making to a next level because making choices can be very confusing when the mind is involved, the analytical brain, a lot of information, whether it's from our own experiences, past experiences, information from outside of us, from all kinds of sources, whether it's the media or whether it is people we treasure that are close to our hearts. It's still a lot. And we have our mind to deal with. We also have our emotions to deal with. And even though emotions are feelings and people say, follow your heart, follow your feelings, sometimes feelings are confusing as well because they are pretty much linked to thoughts and beliefs, So what feeling do we even follow? So my intent is to really reset our body, basically, because our body is our instrument, the vessel, for our consciousness, for our higher selves. And it is really the best instrument we have that we have to rely on, basically, when it comes to feeling, okay, what resonates? What is a yes or a no for me? Not based on what I want or what I think I want or how I wish it would be, or my thoughts or my emotions, but truly on a resonance level, what resonates most purely with my higher path, with my true essence. And even though I might not understand it right now or might not know where it's going, can I trust? Can I learn to trust fully that when my body, as a clear resonance meter, basically gives me a yes or a no, and can I just follow that with absolute faith? That is what my intent is today for this meditation, to have an experience like this so that you can use it and trust it more often. So, having said that and set that intent, I invite you to get in your most comfortable position, whether that is sitting or lying down, just making sure that you are still able to visualize and imagine and follow this guided meditation with your conscious awareness. And then let's just begin by taking a couple of deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And just bringing yourself into this moment here and now. Reminding yourself there is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to know beforehand, absolutely nothing. All you have to do is just breathe and bring your presence into this moment now. This time right now is absolutely fully for you. And as you breathe, just bring your consciousness, your awareness to your body. So that means that everywhere where your thought has maybe leaked out to during the day, you are bringing that conscious awareness back to yourself. So imagine you have your thought energy, your consciousness, everything you're busy with, all the places your mind goes and visits, and to people, places, things. And just imagine that your consciousness, your thought energy is like an ocean. And sometimes it kind of splits out in all these different rivers, and these rivers reach out all over the place, you know? So your consciousness is like everywhere. What you're doing now is you are bringing your awareness back to the core of your mind. Like you're bringing that ocean back to one point. And as those rivers pull back into that ocean, it doesn't take anything with it. It doesn't take any information, frequencies from the places it was visiting, doesn't take anything with it. It pulls back absolutely pure, as pure awareness into the core of your mind. And this ocean of consciousness of your pure awareness is now present as a bright, pure light in your mind space. Now allow this light of pure awareness to begin to spread out through your body. And it finds its way to every cell. It begins to fill your heart space. And as it fills your heart space, it's like this light ignites. Your heart kind of gets switched on, and your heart light shines even brighter. And this bright light from the core of your heart begins to create this field of energy. This heart light energy begins to grow and expand and becomes this field of pure awareness all around you. So you are basically resting in the energy of your pure awareness that is nowhere else but in this moment, right here, right now. And this pure awareness is simply just aware of what is present. Just what is present in your body, your thoughts, the emotions, whatever's there, it's just there. You don't need to do anything about it. You don't need to do anything with it. You do not need to change it. You're just aware what's there. And that's it. And this light of pure awareness fills your body even more, deep into your cells, from the surface of your skin, deep into your bone marrow, all the tissue in between, all the layers in between, your nervous system, your organs, everything is absorbing the lights of pure awareness. And once more, it is purely aware of what is present. And so the lights of pure awareness, it really settles even deeper into your pelvic area. So a light switches on just under your navel. There's a point there called the Hera point, and there it begins to shine brightly like a bright star. Just allow yourself to relax, to allow yourself to be carried by your pelvis deep into your belly. And just rest there for a moment. What a relief to now in this moment to only have to be. And take a deep breath. And from this Hera point, this powerful creation 0 point just beneath your navel, these roots of lights of your pure awareness. The same energy of your pure awareness begins to spread itself out like roots of light through your legs and out your feet. And from out the bottom of your feet, with ease and grace, effortlessly moving through the ground, deep into the earth, finding its way to the core of the earth. And in the core of the earth, there is this pure white sun, shining so brightly. It's like the entire core is this pure white sun. When you allow yourself to become blended with this energy, like you are merging with it, tuning into this energy, this pure white sun, know that the essence of this energy is purity itself. So imagine tuning into purity that is non-duality. And with non-duality, I mean that this energy, it holds no definition of itself even though I've given it definition by calling it purity and non-duality. These are all words, but in essence, this purity just is. That is probably the best way that I can bring this across. This energy just is. So imagine being in the presence of an energy that holds no definition, no identity. It isn't anything. And therefore, it is incapable of having an opinion or any judgment. It simply cannot judge, and it simply cannot have an opinion on anything because it is incapable. This energy just is. So just let this sink in deeper for a moment. 0 point energy of pure isness. And so now with your breath, through your roots of light, breathe this energy in. So you are pulling it up as if absorbing it with your roots of light from the core, taking this very frequency of purity itself, bringing it up through your roots, effortlessly, through your feet, and gently, gently through your feet, allowing it to fill your body from your feet upwards, just simply in your own pace. And as this happens, this essence of purity, this energy of non-duality, it brings a softness within the body. It brings light. So whatever you are carrying within your cells, consciously or subconsciously, it is being embraced by this energy of purity, which has no opinion and no judgment whatsoever about anything, any information, emotion, thought, memory. that you are carrying within you. It simply moves through it all and embraces it. And because the essence of this embrace, which holds no judgment or opinion, this unconditional love begins to allow all that you are carrying within you to soften, to become light, and to dissolve. Because there is no resistance against it. And so it kind of has the permission to just dissolve into that very frequency of purity. And so any fears you might be carrying within you consciously or subconsciously about not knowing what choice to make and afraid to make the wrong choice, any regrets you carry within you, or blame towards yourself, blame towards others, whether you're conscious of it or not. Any judgments towards yourself, towards others, expectations towards yourself, towards others, or expectations projected onto you, judgment projected onto you, all of that information begins to bubble up to the surface, embraced by the essence of purity, non-duality, and has permission to soften and dissolve. Also, any overload on information also begins to come into the light and to dissolve. And with overload in information, I mean all the information that you carry within you that is not from your own direct experience. Because any information, experience that you have that came from your own direct experience can be very powerful and purposeful. And it is yours, it is your experience, your direct experience, and therefore information that came from you directly. Any information that came from outside sources, whether it is media, friends, family, any source of information that you allowed into your energy field that you came to believe was truth, whether it is true or not, all information from outside sources is information overload. And so allow your body to be cleansed as well from this overload. And so every breath you take is allowing you to expand into more lightness, more breathing space. All the programming and conditioning melting away. And so what remains is the very deep and pure wisdom of your soul, which is present and very much alive in every cell in your body. But it's the voice that we often don't hear clearly because there is so much noise around it. And so now when we just silence the noise and relax deeper into the awareness of our body and the wisdom of our higher self that is present in every cell, just relax into that. And know that your body knows. And so rest in this energy for a moment, taking some deep breaths. And see your body now as being a resonance meter. So we're not relying on the head, what the head knows. We're not relying on the heart, what the heart knows. But the whole body. So it includes everything, not only the one or the other or certain aspects. You're now aware that every cell in your body has that intelligence, has that soul wisdom within it, carries the voice of your higher self within it. And so your entire body is now your guide. And so the intent is now, with the next steps we will take, is that you will be able to experience your entire body as a resonance meter that will give you clarity on what is most aligned for you. So not about what you want, what you wish, what you hope, but what is aligned, what really matters, what really is good for you from the bigger picture, that will serve your highest, greatest good in the best way possible. So know that you do not need to know anything right now. You are safe in the zone of not knowing. And with this experience, your body as your guide will show you that deeper inner knowing. And so know this, your resonance meter will show you a yes when you have an awareness of expansion, when your energy expands, when you feel your frequency going up, when you feel flow. So when there is this sense of continuous flow, like there's nothing standing in the way, it's just like absolute flow, that is a yes. When you feel yourself opening up, an openness, when you feel excited, joy, this is a yes. And your resonance meter will show you a no when there's like a block in the flow. The flow is cut off. You can feel, oh, something is not flowing, it's stagnant. You will notice like you feel cramped, like contracting, smaller, resistance, like something within you is locking up, like locking down. And so your resonance meter, it has the purpose of just showing you these different sensations that will give you a clarity of yes or no. It has no conclusion, it has no opinion about it. There is no right or wrong. It will simply show you what the yes and no is. So, having said that, now is the time for you to bring into your vision or to imagine the situation that you have chosen today, what you would like clarity on. What decision do you have that you would like to know, okay, so am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? What choice will I make? And maybe it's a choice you've already made and you're doubting. You can still use it for the same thing. You can still take the same situation and feel again, like, okay, so yes or no, because you can change direction and path anytime. So bring one thing into your vision, into your awareness that you want clarity on, whether it is something to do with a choice about your health, about where you live, about your children, your family, relationships, a study, whatever it is. Okay, so now you take this situation that you have before you and you're going to split it in two. So you have two situations that are now showing you the one part of it is the outcome of yes. The choice you made is yes, to go for it, to be there, to do it, whatever. That's the yes. And the other side, of course, is the no side. It is the outcome of I'm not doing it, or I didn't do it. What is the outcome then? The no side. And from you, there are like these two paths that split up, and the one path leads to the situation of the yes, and the other path leads to the situation of the no. And both of these paths form like a timeline. So you have the timeline of the yes, and you have the timeline of the no. And at the end of the path, it's like this field of information, this situation that is showing the outcome of the yes, the full yep, and the other one is the no. So you have these two timelines very clear. So what you do now, free from emotional thought, purely focused on your entire body, every cell as your resonance meter. Turn your focus fully to the timeline of the no, and fully. So you turn completely so that you only see that timeline and the outcome no. And you begin to walk that path. And you walk closer and closer. Every step you take is bringing you closer to the outcome of the no, like you made that choice. And as you get closer and closer to the core, maybe you don't want to carry on walking, maybe you want to stop. That's also fine. But whatever you do, just notice, oh, what is happening here? Am I feeling the flow? Am I feeling the expansion? Do I feel lighter? Does this choice of no give me like lightness and breathing space? Does it feel neutral? Like, actually it doesn't matter. It feels okay, just neutral? Or is there resistance? Is there heaviness? Do you feel like something is locking up, closing down? And so trust what you have felt. The very first seconds, basically, when you do this, is already giving you your answer. The longer you stand still, the more chance you have of going into your mind and thinking about it. Trust what you felt in the first instant. And so just stand where you are and thank the timeline and the outcome of the no, because it is what it is. Just thanking it for what it has shown you. Then you turn around, you start walking back to your neutral place. And feel as well like what happens in your field and your body as you walk away from it, you know? Is there something you notice? What happens when you walk away? And then so bringing yourself back to your neutral place. Just taking a breath to reset your energy. Letting your experience you just had be what it is. No conclusions. So no definitions, conclusions yet. Focus on your heart, your core zone, bringing all your attention back to yourself. Again, focusing on your entire body as your pure resonance meter. And then turning your focus completely and fully to the timeline of the yes. And at the end of that path is the outcome of having chosen yes. And begin to walk that path. Every step you take bringing you closer and closer to that core, to that the powerful energy that is that choice of yes. The yes, I'm going for it, I'm doing it. I'm choosing it. Once again, being aware of what is happening in your body. Is there excitement, expansion, flow, openness? Neutral? Or is there resistance and heaviness and disconnection in the flow? Whatever it is, just take notice. And so trusting that the experience you had already up until now is enough. You do not need a lot of time. But the deep inner knowing is really pretty fast. And so in your own way, thanking the timeline of the yes and the outcome, because also this just is what it is, and you thank it for showing you what it has shown you. And you turn around and you walk your path back to your neutral place. As you walk away, just taking notice if there is anything you feel in your body or in your energy field that happens that catches your attention while you are walking away. So standing on your neutral place, and you see both the timelines of yes and no. And because you have that essence of purity and the non-duality, it's already in your body. So you are perceiving both timelines as possible outcomes. There is no conclusion, there is no right or wrong. There is simply something you have noticed. Which choice resonates the best and in the most aligned way with you in this moment in time? And also that is what it is. And so you can choose which timeline you wish to follow, if you like. The other choice is to just allow both the timelines to come together again, so that the situation you looked at becomes like this field of information that is just neutral, and you can just let it be what it is and not do anything with it. You can simply also just let it go. But if you would like to go for one of the choices, because you say, well, this path, this timeline resonates most with me, I really would like to allow this choice to integrate in my heart. And so you can simply remove the timeline you're not choosing. So you can say, okay, so I'm deleting this from my reality field. So it's like you can swipe it away or just allow it to dissolve, like fade away. And then you bring that timeline of the choice that resonated most with you, and knowing that this timeline and the outcome has no definite outcome. It's a possibility, and it is a timeline that holds a space for you as you follow it, as you choose that timeline that leads to the outcome of that choice, whatever that may be. And so you can allow that timeline and the outcome to also become like this field of information, of vibrational energy. And you can allow it to integrate into your heart, or in any other place in your body that you feel is, yeah, mostly suited for you. So you can embody it. And you can say, I am letting go of any questions that may arise from my analytical mind based on this choice, that is asking questions of, but how? And when? And any other questions that come up from the mind that wants to know, that wants security, that wants some kind of method or information or steps to follow. You can just say, I might not know exactly how, but I am allowing this choice, this timeline, this path to integrate so that I may embody it. So that I may choose, as well as a choice, to trust that my higher self and all of the universe that is guiding me will show me the way with every step I take. That as long as I am embodying my choice and I am no longer in doubt and I'm no longer in confusion or allowing myself to be pulled this way and that, I have now felt clearly which path resonates, and I am now embodying this choice and trusting that I will be guided every step of the way. And at the same time, knowing that you can check in with your resonance meter anytime, and that it's never too late to move in a different direction or to make a different choice. The choice of resonance you have felt now is simply for this moment and not for all of eternity. So, having chosen your way of integration, whether you allowed the timelines and the outcomes to just become neutral and dissolve into the field, or whether you decided to integrate a specific choice and timeline, whatever you've chosen, just allow the field around you, so the space you are in, to reset itself to that essence of purity, to the frequency of non-duality. And know that this is the energy that is holding you. Through all your human experiences, through all the thoughts and emotions that you may have, there is this presence that is embracing you, that is holding you, that holds no judgment. It cannot, because that is the nature of it. It cannot hold any judgment against you. It is there to hold space for you. And so as you become more aware again of the space around you, the sounds, the feeling of the chair you're sitting on or where you are lying on, becoming aware of your physical body, allow the two fields to merge together. So you have this field of pure essence, the essence of purity, that non-duality that is holding space for you. And so as you land back into your body, into the space around you, and your 3D world that you are in begins to appear again, allow the 3D world and that field of purity to merge together, so they are existing as one. It's not the one or the other, because non-duality holds all of it within it as well. So knowing that you can go back to this experience anytime, and that the clarity of tuning into your body as a resonance meter will get more clear and more strong the more you do it with your focus and your conscious awareness. So whatever experience you had today, trust it, love it for what it is, and know that the next time and the next times that you do this, it will become more and more effortless. You won't even have to think about it. It will become so clear when you just tune into a decision that you want to make, and you'll immediately feel, boom, there it is. Your resonance meter is already giving you the answer, and less will you be distracted by doubt and confusion, and you won't be able to make choices or walk a path that simply does not feel aligned. You will feel more confidence and more power when it comes to the choices you make, because nothing else will be more important than following your path of resonance and truth, no matter what people think or say. This will become more and more stronger with time. So taking a breath of integration, trusting that everything that is still integrating, the insights that are still downloading, that this process will continue for the coming hours and days if necessary, until the process of insight and integration is completely complete. And so it is. So taking some breaths of awakening, and waking up your body by stretching, maybe moving your feet, your fingers, your toes, rubbing your hands over your body, your legs, your arms. Bring your attention to your feet, knowing that you are back, that you are grounded and expanded and connected to your higher self, to Source at the same time. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes.